Are you interested in learning more about the identity stage within child development? Then this video is for you.
Today we're going to be looking at the identity stage, and just to give a brief recap, it first arises around 3 to 6 years old, and it's a real time where the child begins to really find out about their place in the world and who they really want to be. It's the time where the child starts dressing up, starts maybe reading fairy tales, starts learning about superheroes. So again, it's a really crucial time. The three things which I feel are really crucial and need to be answered in this time is: who am I? Who do I want to be? And who am I allowed to be? And as we journey on, these things will become clearer. Let's have a quick look at some of the developmental tasks which are involved within the identity stage. So first one that we will look at is it's important for the child to begin to assert an identity separate from others. So again, this is simply the child understanding that it's okay for them to like blue and for others to like red. And it's about them knowing that they have the authority and the power to like that color and not feel that they have to go along with the crowd. Another job is they begin to learn the extent of their personal power. So as they begin to go through the stage, they start finding out different ways that they may be able to make people do what they want. So they may start playing around with manipulation, or maybe doing the wrong thing to get what they want, or hopefully doing the right thing to get what they want. So again, they begin to start playing around with the different techniques that are available to them to get what they really want and need. Another job for the child is that they begin to separate reality from fantasy. So they begin to understand the difference between what is real and what is fake. And in the case of some boys, it could be just a simple difference between play fighting and actual real fighting. So it's important for the child to learn that key marked difference. They also begin to discover the effect they have on others and the place they have in groups. So as the child begins to find out who they really want to be and who they are allowed to be, they start to find out what effect this has on their peer group, on their parents. And it's also very important that they begin to find out their place within the group, e.g. friendship groups and also family groups as well. And the last developmental task that we will look at is the child starts to acquire information about the world, their self, their body and their gender role. And again, this helps the child really paint a clear picture about the expectations that may be on them. They learn to what level they can dream to, and they also begin to learn how the rest of the world may perceive them. So some of the behaviors that we may come across that can be an indication of some difficulties within this area are: we might see a young person that has a real limiting view of themselves. And I see this coming through two streams. Firstly, through expectations that have been put onto the young person that can never be met, e.g. be perfect, you must never fail. And I also see this coming through expectations which are really low, and so don't really challenge them. So maybe the parent may communicate that the child is unable to do things, and so the child has a real skewed and limited view of themselves. And the last behavior we will look at are young people who may tell lies in a bid to impress. So this kind of covers storytelling or real embellishment of stories. This can sometimes arise when the young person did not have the permission to exert their identity, but rather learned that their identity was wrapped up in pleasing others. So any time that young person may feel that they are not in a position to please others, they tend to lean towards maybe telling a story or making up a lie, as that gives them the recognition which they really crave for. So yeah, there you go guys. We've had a look at some of the jobs of the child within the identity stage and 3 behaviors that may be an indication that a child has some difficulty within this area. So next week we're going to dive in a little bit more deeper into one of the behaviors, which is young people that may have a limited view of themselves. And hopefully we're going to be looking at some strategies that can really help young people in this area. So if you've liked the content, please like, share and subscribe. And as always, I will see you next week.